Hi, good evening. We're going to see if we can get a video in tonight. The previous ones I've tried to do lately are not working out, so we'll see how this goes. Tonight is a faith talk type video. If that is in your vein, hang around. If it's not, maybe wait for the next one. Up to you. The thing I want to talk about is the scripture I was reading this morning. It is John 15:5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit, for without me ye can do nothing. The part I particularly was focusing on this morning is for without me ye can do nothing. I'm thinking, oh, how very true that is. And I kept thinking also about the he that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. And I was thinking about my tomato plants. I know, kind of weird transition there, right? But I think most of you probably see where I'm going with that. My tomato plants that I do every year, I work hard on starting them from seed and tend them, get them into the ground, and even that, that's a many weeks long process just to get them in the ground. You get them, and then you still need to tend them. You need to give them water when there's dry spells, and you actually have to support the vines, depending on the variety you grow. Most of them you do, and get them raised up so you can finally get that beautiful fruit, that tomato. And then of course your tomato has seeds, and you can use your fruit, you can use the seeds from your fruit and save those for the next year and plant and yield many, many new tomatoes off of that one piece of fruit. And how much is our witness and our Christian walk this way? If we have our tomato plant growing and we neglect to give it any water or any weeding or any tending at all, it may survive, but it may struggle. Many of them won't survive. So I ask myself, how am I and how are we doing in our Christian walk? Are we watering? Are we tending? Are we pulling away the weeds? How do we do that? I think some of those are probably obvious to most of you. We need to be in the Word as frequently as possible, preferably daily. Church attendance is an issue. It's something that I struggle with, I won't lie. My introverted side makes that difficult. And of course being in prayer. So there's many ways that we can water, and we need to make sure that we're doing that so our tomato plants go nice and strong. We want to have plenty of fruit, plenty to preserve for future generations, plenty to keep and put back, plenty to sustain us, and to be able to have plenty of seed to replant, and that fruit can bear more fruit. So I think the Bible likes to use gardening a lot as a way to relate it to our walk, and it's a very good way to relate things. And when you're out there with your hands in the dirt, it tends to be a good time to think about these things too. So I don't know, just some food for thought, literally. And wanted to ask ourselves tonight, how are we tending our vines? Jesus is our vine, and how are we tending that in our life? Are we watering that? Are we doing what we need to do? So I don't deny I struggle. I struggle with sometimes getting my Bible readings in, and especially with that church attendance part. We do have a church here locally, we found, but wow, sometimes it's just hard to get yourself to get up and go, and I'm not proud of that. I'm really not. I'm mad at myself for it. I don't know why sometimes it's so hard for me, but I'm being honest with you, it is. We have our intentions to get back out there and get back going, and I'm sure we will do that. But making that a regular, very disciplined thing is, I don't know, for some of us more difficult than others. Some people seem to do it easily. Some people struggle. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just attacks from Satan. Maybe it's our own hang-ups, struggles, and just our personalities. Maybe sometimes it's the places we are, the places we try to attend. I'm sure there's a lot of things that come together. We all have our walks, we all have our struggles. But just being real with you tonight, I struggle with these things too. I am not perfect. I go through dry spells and where I just feel not where I need to be, and I know that. I've not walked away from the faith. I'm just not watering my vine like I should. And we all have to do that. We really do. If we want to continue to bring forth good fruit and preserve that fruit for future generations, we need to water that fruit heavily. We need to tend it. We need to pull weeds too. That could be a whole other topic on a video, right? So anyway, just wanted to talk about that tonight. I hope this video finds you guys blessed. A brief side note I wanted to mention is, minor, it's Etsy. Some of you follow my Etsy store, and I haven't had a whole lot out there. I plan to add more. I do have some coverings right up here above me sewn up that I just need to list them. Wanting to sew some more, but quite a few more cut out. I've also been tinkering with adding scrunchies. I know some people have those sell really good, and my daughter kind of wants to help with those too. An oddball thing I've been trying to add out there is some digital products like photo downloads and card art and so forth. I've been learning how to do some clip art and just some tinkering like with graphic type things. Only barely started uploading that stuff, so there's not much there, but that's what's going on, in case anybody was like, well, is she changing? No, I'm not. I may end up doing a different store for it at some point, so there's the coverings in the one spot and then the digital and other things elsewhere. I don't know. For right now, I'm just leaving it in the one store because my store's not that big. It's just, I'm finding there's multiple things I want to do, and I'm a little uncertain whether I should, leave it combined or split it off. So I don't know, we'll see. But that's what's going on. I'm not giving up on doing the veils. They'll still be there. But I'm going to have other things too, so if you have questions or anything, please let me know. Those things are out there. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a very, very blessed evening.